No one wants to talk about safety and insurance until you're like me that ends up 60 miles an hour sideways against a concrete wall. Does that make me a bad driver? No. There are two types of drivers, ones that have crashed and ones that will. Now, don't get me wrong, I was doing that during a race scenario, and I was practicing for a race. You're not going to be doing that as hyper safe for HPDEs and autocrosses. I mean, truly safe. What I'm trying to say is that insurance and understanding safety is paramount in this sport. Now, I would also argue the same thing goes for skiing and any other sport that's out there. You think about safety. You wear a bike helmet when you go out biking. Well, let's talk about safety in this episode. Let's talk about insurance in this episode so you don't have to be scared about it and you don't have to worry about it. And chances are nothing's going to happen. But somebody's got to talk about it. Let's talk about it now on this episode of Torsten Trying to Keep You Safe. You know, there's a very famous saying, and it's a very poignant saying. That saying is, shit happens. Well, shit happens on track as well. And you need to know that your everyday car insurance does not cover what happens on a track. So you're going to want to think about track insurance. While you're most likely not going to ever use it, it is still important. So on track insurance, as an example, you go to them and you can either get a 1-day pass, a 3-day, 6-day, or a year-long pass, and that covers your car. Whether it's a race car or your everyday car, it's covered. And it's covered just like insurance, where there's an insurance adjuster that looks at what happened to the car while it was on track, and then they fix it for you with a deductible depending on the type of insurance policy that you got. It's super quick and easy to get a track day coverage. You can actually get it while you're there at the track in case you forgot. I wouldn't do that because your brain's going to be elsewhere. But it's just a couple clicks. You tell them the track that you're at, you tell them the value of the car, and then you get insurance. Here's something great about ontrackinsurance.com is not only are you covered, but the instructor is covered as well, because a lot of times you have an instructor get in the car to show you the line in your car, and you want to make sure that they're covered too. That to me is amazing, because every base is covered. So, ontrackinsurance.com, I think it's only a couple clicks, and then you're covered for your whole day. Again, you will never use any of this, but it's incredibly important. I can tell you, I didn't have insurance, and I had to pay out of pocket. Now consider the fact that most of the things that are going to happen are not super detrimental, meaning you might hit a barrier wall, you might bump somebody else here and there, but they are very infrequent, very infrequent. But crashing on a street is also very infrequent, and you're happy that you had that track insurance. So check out ontrackinsurance.com. They, for us, are the most fair. They get their claims done really fast, and we love working with them because they're actually, they're racers themselves. So check out ontrackinsurance.com and tell them we say hi. Don't forget, hit down below the subscribe button and the alarm button so you know when our next episodes come out, and we'll see you soon.